Good morning. I appreciate anybody's interest who's out there. Um, Here is the optional final project. I'll be spending the next couple of days grading everything and catching up. Again, you don't have to do this, but it can only help your grade if you're interested in extra credits, extra points. Anyway, here is, and I've really enjoyed working with you all this semester. You're really a great group, but I can also see people are a little tired at the end. Anyway, here's the final project. Okay. Due Wednesday, Wednesday, December 2nd at midnight. Design your own business plan for a publication, web page, graphic design business. Somebody even had a music production agency. Do your own thing. Create a sample web page or print cover page for it. And then I usually have presentations, but again, this is optional. Here is, for those of you who are interested, here is a cost of doing business. I'll get to it. Basically, we will need what I have here, an easy to use checklist. Here is a Microsoft Word version. Name of your project and its purpose, and why bother? And frankly, a lot of people miss that. It's like, gee, because I think it's cool is not a good answer. The answer lies with the things that you need to address, and you could use this should you want to do this. Just fill in under here the kind of things that you could just use this as a template and just fill in the questions. Who is going? Oh, hello, Elise. I'm surprised. Thank you, thank you. I'll go back over this. I thought I was here by myself. I'll kick in again. Good morning. What I'm doing is going over the final project. And again, I really appreciate you coming in. We have, go back to this. It's optional, don't have to do it. You can take the grade that you have, consider this extra credit. Business plan, publication web page, graphic design business. Somebody did a party production business, whatever. Due December 2nd. And I was just going over checklist of stuff that you need to do it. Again, name of your business, web page, whatever, your project. Who's going to read it? Do a market study with real number to prove that that exists. For example, if you're doing a hunting and fishing magazine, get some numbers on how many fishing and hunting licenses have been issued in the region for the time. If you're doing something on music, that might not be viable right now because people aren't getting out except online music, and then try to find how many users, find some real numbers to see that people will really use it. Competition and market penetration. Are somebody else doing the same thing you are? For example, if you did A new student publication. Compare it to what the Echo is doing. How is yours different than the our student newspaper? What else is out there? And then see if you're going to do something for a certain group of people, minorities. How many of our minority students are out there? How many students? Again, these things all go together. How will you promote it? Social media, costs. How many people will be paid? Is it going to be freelance? Fixed costs, rent and equipment. Income. This is probably the thing that you do first. Actually, you do your costs first, and then see if you can match it with income, advertising. I have here a cost of doing business to help you figure out how much stuff costs. Okay, business calculator. Office or studio. This is for a photography business. Look at all the things to consider. And then you add your salary on top of that. Annual expenses. To make $40,000, you have to spend $89,000. You have to bring in $1,700, $1,800 a month, a week, in order to sustain yourself, one person doing making $40,000, which is not a lot. So desired annual salary, make it 50,000. And cost you $10,000 more, and another $100 a day. Overhead for each assignment. This is for a photography business. This is why wedding photography costs so much. $900 is your costs. Then you have to figure out, how much to pay your rent. It would be about $1,500 for a wedding assignment, for wedding photography. So this is a very useful tool. And then once you figure out your expenses, then you go back and figure out how to make that money back by usually advertising. Or if you're doing a business, let's say again, somebody was doing a concert promoting business, how much would you ask for tickets for each concert or for each party? How will you tell if it's successful? Long-term plans. And then again, since this is graphic design class, a cover page, a web page, or a print page, depending on what you have. So, because I really want you to understand how much it costs to do graphic design. So many people have these ideas that are great, but there's costs to make them happen. So I guess that's the final lesson, is indeed a little bit of the business end. Again, this is optional. No one has to do it. So that's what we have. Anyway, Elise is the only person here, and I really appreciate your presence. You have any questions?
No, I don't think I do.
Okay, that's fine. But I really appreciate, again, this is purely optional. I do really appreciate y'all being here.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you. All right, well, this is it. I'll be around. I mean, there are no more classes officially. It has been a pleasure to work with all of you. And I'll be grading for the rest of the semester, the rest of the week. You'll know where you stand. Anyway, greatly appreciated and thank you. It's really been a weird, but I really appreciate everyone for being here. Thank you. And thank you, Elise.
Thank you. Have a good day.